All right. So today I'm going to do a review on this one. This is Bentley Intense for Men. This is not what you think it's going to be, guys. Let me look up the notes here real quick on Fragrantica. The best you could say about this one is it's a mature fragrance. And at the end of the day, that could be anything, right? One thing you're going to want to, well, two things I would say. The first thing is your smell and the way that you smell things is not going to be the same as the way someone else smells things. Okay, what you like is not going to be the same as what everyone else likes. And this is something that I'm unfortunately, learning the hard way in the fragrance game so far, which is that do not follow trends. Do not follow the hype train. So sometimes the hype train is real, sometimes it's correct, and other times it's not. And I would say it's hit and miss. I would say there is no, like, oh, most of the time it's correct or most of the time it's incorrect. It's just hit and miss. I've had a few that are like amazing, that have been real hyped up, such as like Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. Although Uomo's signature was hyped up more than Uomo, and I think Uomo, the original, is better than Uomo's signature. I think they're very similar. Uomo's signature is sweeter and lighter than the original Uomo. And I'll probably do a review on that soon as well. And then, of course, I just did a review on CK1. That one was hyped like crazy. There's a bunch that are hyped like crazy, and they're not that great. And this is one of them. Bentley Intense. This one was super hyped. I guess I don't know how to categorize this, man. This is basically a cigar in a bottle. So I'm on Fragrantica, and the main accords are warm, spicy, woody, balsamic, rum, fresh, spicy, and smoky. So I do get rum, I do get spicy, I do get balsamic and woody. I get all of those, but let's put it this way: it's not a pleasing scent, if that makes sense. It's an abrupt scent. It's a manly scent insofar as like a brash man. I mean, what is a man, right? What is a man? Everybody has a different definition of what a man is, right? This is what type of man is this? This is a blunt not brush, but brash man. This is a man who is abrupt. This is a man who, doesn't give a crap what people think. This is a man who drinks. This is a man who smokes. This is a man who is rude and unapologetic, but not in a classy way. This is not James Bond. This doesn't, people say, oh, this smells like success, and this smells like class in a bottle. No, this is not success and class in a bottle. This is a guy at a bar who is a loudmouth, drunk, crass type of person. I can't even get the fucking cap off with one hand. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. Jesus, that that top is on there tight. Oh my God. Okay, so that's what it looks like without the bottle. That's the cap. That's the bottle cap. It says Bentley right there. This is just fucking a hype. This fragrance is a mess. This is a hype job, and it's a fucking mess. So the notes are bergamot. Top notes are bergamot, black pepper, bay leaf. I guess that's what probably makes it smell like cigars, is that bay leaf. Middle notes are clary sage. I get none of that. Geranium, I get a lot of that. Cinnamon, a little bit. Rum and woody notes, yeah, I get those. Base notes are leather, benzoin, incense, cedar, and patchouli. Yeah, sort of. I get a little bit of the patchouli on the dry down, which kind of sweetens it up just a touch. The leather comes out a little bit. Benzoin, I don't know what the hell that smells like. Incense, yeah, whatever. Cedar, yeah, you get a lot of cedar wood in this. all throughout, not just the dry down. So apparently there's a bit of bergamot on the top notes, rum, cinnamon, woody notes. Yeah, like, whatever. It's just, what this is this is a brash. God damn this fucking cap. Sorry. Jesus Christ. When you get a shitty bottle of fucking cologne and the cap doesn't come off, it just makes you... Oh, okay, I didn't see that. There's a little just Bentley fragrances. It kind of looks like the inside of a hubcap or something. So this thing is just manly as fuck. I mean, when somebody says man, this is like a pirate. This smells like... Well, don't get me started on Dark Rebel Rider, but... this shit smells like a fucking motorcycle gang or something. I mean... Ugh. This actually kind of reminds me a little bit of Dark Rebel Rider. I actually mixed the two, and it's actually not bad. If you want to smell like a fucking man, like a brash, crash man, not a sophisticated man, not a, not a dad, not a metrosexual man, not a casual man, anything. If you want to smell like a fucking crash motorcycle guy who works on cars, who smokes cigars, I don't see this as a guy being in a suit. Maybe like a guy from the 1980s in a suit, and maybe some asshole in a 1980s movie, some business type asshole 1980s movie. Maybe. I mean, people, men would probably get away with this in the 1980s, but 2020, nah, man, and I can't believe the hype. And if there's one thing I'm learning in the fragrance community, it's that do not believe the hype. Do not believe the hype. This thing is $30. I'm probably going to have to resell it. I might keep it just for fucking shits and giggles. I mean, this thing it's such a gorgeous bottle, I will say that. I mean, this thing is huge. You could defend your family with this fucking thing. I might keep it just if I ever want to smell like a fucking man's man, but I am probably never going to use this shit. Same with Dark Rebel Rider. I might use it for shits and giggles every once in a while and be like, yeah, now I know what not to smell like. Or I don't know. I mean, there's nothing at all floral, nothing at all fresh, nothing at all blue, nothing at all sweet about this. It's not a mall scent DNA. I mean, this shit is fucking crass. Just blunt. I mean, this is probably how you would smell. Say you were in Iraq or Afghanistan or something, and you took a taxi, or say you hopped in the back of a fucking envoy vehicle, and there was like ISIS fighters in the back, and they were looking at you all weird, and they had mustaches, and they were like these fucking super manly Muslim men. This is what they would probably smell like. As crazy as that sounds, this fucking cologne is, oh my god, it's something else. I mean, people warned me about Dark Rebel Rider. This shit, people were like, this is so good. It's like they're hyping it up like it's class and it's dignified. It's just blunt. It's just so blunt and crash, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna smell like a man, all right. Either you're gonna smell like you're 60, or you're gonna smell like you're in a motorcycle gang. I mean, I don't know which one you would. Like, who could pull this off? Not a metrosexual guy, not a cute, well-dressed guy. Like, hey, I'm a cute guy. Woo woo woo. I'm a young guy with my button-up shirt and my slick back hair. And like, no, dude, this is like the guy who's got a mustache, who's dirty from working on cars all day, who's got for real tattoos, who's been in bar fights. Like, that's this guy's cologne. Like, this is like not your fucking around cologne. This is like your bruiser man cologne. Anyway, I think I've described it well enough. You do get a little bit of rum in there, and the dry down is somewhat sweet. Like, somewhat. There's a little bit of sweetness that comes out in the dry down. Apparently, I've learned from from this cologne in Dark Rebel Rider that I am not a fan of non-sweet colognes. If it doesn't smell sweet, if it doesn't smell alluring, at least to some degree, I mean, oh my god. For some reason, I'm thinking of Acqua di Gio Profumo. Because Profumo is really not sweet. It's just kind of this boring, linear, like working man's fragrance. For some reason, I'm thinking of that. This is like the dirty cousin to that. Oh, I mean, that's not the greatest description because they smell nothing alike. But you know, at the end of the day, like, what is this? It's not sweet. It's not. It's just like, what the fuck? All the hype that this guy, I thought it was gonna be like all classy and refined and great, and it's just like blah, like a fucking spraying a cigar on you. This is how you'd smell if you just stepped out of a cigar shop. Like, for real. Like, if you were in a cigar shop and like 14 guys were smoking different types of cigars, this is how you would smell. It smells like a cheap, woody cigar. And that's really all I can say, man. Like, that's it. Like, who would buy this? Nobody under 40. Nobody under 40 should own this. Like, hands down, nobody under 40. This is a specific type of man, for real. Like, your personality has to fit this. If you don't have the right personality to fit this, you cannot wear this. You have to be a serious man. You have to be almost a rude man, a brusque man. You have to wear denim. This ain't no dress up, dress down clone. Maybe if you were like a Russian mobster, a Russian gangster, and you dressed up in a three-piece suit, maybe you could pull this off. It's just such a limiting cologne. This is not versatile at all. Not versatile at all. At all. I mean, I could see women loving this, like a certain type of woman loving this on a certain type of man. I mean, a woman would fall in love with a certain type of man who wore this. Strong, you know, brusque, if that's a word, brusque man could wear this, and a woman would fall in love immediately if he did. But any other guy is not gonna pull this off. Like I said, under 40, no, you're not. It's not gonna work, man. All right, and so like I said, I'm probably gonna have to resell this, or I might keep it for shits and giggles, or just for my collection. I don't know, or just to have around to say, don't buy this, don't ever wear this. This is what you don't want to smell like. Anyway, I guess it's interesting to say the least, but I kind of wish I had my $30 back. So, all right, appreciate you listening. It's been Jay Lee with another fragrance review. Peace.